Late at night, while you're all yourself, your screen vibrates with the encrypted link, Gemma Atkinson, Untold. A large warning that reads, "Be sure you're ION before looking," appears beneath it. You tap out of curiosity, and the first picture appears on your screen, in a brightly lighted boudoir. Gemma stands with her arms folded just below her chest, next to a billowing white curtain. Proof that suggestion triumphs over full exposure is the way the morning light cascades over her naked shoulders and the curve of her waist. You can practically hear the whisper of draperies in a light breeze and the subtle rustle of silk as each ray dances across her skin. You are then taken to a marble-lined toilet with flickering candles and sprinkled rose petals. In a standalone tub, Gemma lies back, her body sculpted into a state of absolute grace by the combination of water and wax. She tilts her head back, eyes closed, topless but for a single string of pearls hanging at her hips, demonstrating how moments of surrender can be captured in timeless photographs. The subtle steam rising around her and the heavy perfume of blossoms are almost detectable. Your scroll is interrupted halfway through by a black and white studio portrait. Gemma stands in silhouette against a seamless background, one arm gently resting at her side and the other arched above her head, demonstrating how monochromatic can accentuate every highlight and shadow. Her calm defiance as she looks into the camera is evidence that strength and vulnerability go hand in hand. The silence of the studio and the lone strobe click that captured that bold frame are almost palpable. A scene in a secluded garden at dark follows. With the exception of a gauzy sarong tied across her hips, Gemma is topless and stands barefoot on dew-wet grass, demonstrating how nature's embrace can frame the human figure like a live canvas. Her curves were painted in golden tones by the gentle glow from lanterns placed overhead. The earthy aroma of moss and blossoms is nearly audible, as is the chirping of crickets. The beautiful sequence is broken by a mirror selfie, in which Gemma, with her hair tied back and no makeup, covers her bosom with one arm while holding her phone with the other. The elaborate mirror and strewn-about beauty brushes behind her are evidence that genuineness is most evident in obscure places. Her phone's click and the faint echo of her own amazement are almost audible. A shot of an infinity pool on a rooftop later appears under string lights. Urban environments can become personal venues, as evidenced by Gemma leaning against the glass edge, topless but for a wrap at her waist, and the city skyline stretching behind her. The temps of the nighttime air is practically palpable, and you can hear the faint sounds of nightlife below. The final image, however, is the ultimate revelation. Gemma lounging on a couch covered in silk in a secret courtyard, wearing only a single silver chain around her waist, demonstrating that simplicity can create the most impact. As evidence that vulnerability framed by design may become art, candlelight flickers across her curves. Her calmly confident gaze meets the camera, demonstrating that accepting one's entire self is the key to true beauty. The scent of jasmine wafting through the night air is nearly detectable. You can see why Gemma Atkinson's topless gallery demands privacy if you've looked at every frame. This is evidence that certain art is meant for the most private of viewers. If any of these photos touched you, please hit like, share this video with others that value bold creativity, and comment below with the shot that most amazed you. Remember to hit the bell and subscribe so you don't miss any more boundary-pushing revelations. Thank you for viewing. Remain assured and genuinely Ioni.